The contemporary American poet Ron Padgett addresses this need for balance in his poem titled "The Center of Gravity." He writes, "The military jeep was said to have a high center of gravity, therefore subject to tipping. If you took a curve too fast, you might turn over. A person with very short legs has a low center of gravity and will not tip over easily. The Ottoman likewise. People, too, have gravity of manners, of morals, and of body. It's good to have gravity, but not too much of it. Like a bag of cement, you might not be able to move around or make ethical distinctions. But with too little of it, you are flighty. Your feet hardly touch the ground. Though cement and flightiness have their charms, it's better to find your center of gravity and have it be the place you radiate out from." In physical terms, an object's center of gravity is the point where all the weight of the object can be considered to be concentrated, the point of perfect equilibrium. If the object encounters an external force, the center of gravity is the point from which its response can be calculated to occur. Karl von Clausewitz, the legendary 19th century Prussian military theorist, used this concept in his book titled On War. He described the center of gravity as the source of power that provides moral or physical strength, freedom of action, or will to act. When soldiers face internal challenges or external threats, their center of gravity is whatever provides their source of strength. My question to you is this: what is your source of strength? Your place of perfect equilibrium? From where do you respond when darkness becomes desire and you find yourself wanting something you don't have? How do you decide whether accepting what you have is a triumph of gratitude or a failure of courage? Here's my answer. Your point of perfect equilibrium, your center of gravity, is the place where you most fully embody your deepest values, your highest ideals, and your most fundamental commitments. If responding to a particular desire will move you toward your center of gravity, then let desire guide you. If not, then don't. By the same token, if accepting what you already have will move you toward your center of gravity, then breathe a prayer of gratitude that you already have enough. If not, then start asking for something more from your life or something different. Do whatever will help you most fully embody your values, ideals, and commitments. I've started reading a new book titled The Soul of Money by Lynn Twist, a global activist and fundraiser from San Francisco. She describes the ceaseless tug of war between the American culture of desire and the calling of our souls. Her purpose in writing the book is to show how we can replace, when it comes to money, feelings of scarcity and guilt with experiences of sufficiency and purpose. At some point, I'll let you know how the book turns out. For today, I wish to convey her description of what happens when our relationship to our money, however much or little we have, serves the calling of our souls. It's a good description of what happens when any of our desires moves us toward our center of gravity. She writes, "When we're in the domain of soul, we act with integrity. We recognize the value of love and friendship. We admire a small thing well done. We experience moments of awe in the presence of nature and its unrefined beauty. We are open, vulnerable, and heartful. We have the capacity to be moved, and generosity is natural. We are trustworthy and trusting of others, and our self-expression flourishes. We feel at peace with ourselves and confident that we are an integral part of a larger, more universal experience, something greater than ourselves." Whether the issue is how you spend your money, or how you spend your time, or with whom you share your bed, or with what possessions you surround yourself at home, the criterion is the same. Does what you desire, or does your acceptance of what you already have, push you away from or move you toward your point of perfect equilibrium? If your center of gravity is the place where you fully embody your values, ideals, and commitments, do your desires contribute to your balance or throw you off kilter? Spring is bursting out all over. Darkness has become desire. As we toss off the cloaks of winter, we awaken our desire for what we don't have and our gratitude for what we do. As your life begins to open in new ways, always open toward your point of perfect equilibrium. Find your center of gravity. Amen. I love you. May God bless us all.